Hi, if you're watching this at the time that I'm supposed to have put it up, it will be 4 o'clock in the afternoon here in the UK. It is a collaboration created by Marna from Dolls Rescued. After the fairy collab we did, everybody had such a great time. They were messaging backwards and forwards, chatting, getting information, all sorts of things. And then obviously when the videos go up for everyone, it's a great watch. So if you're watching mine now, definitely check the links out below. There are 25 of us in total, so it's going to be a real sort of festival of mermaids, should we say. I'm going to go top down in a second to have a look at the little mermaid I made. I'm just going to hold her up if I can get her right. She's a little bit top heavy. And ta-da! This is my girl. I'm not quite sure how much you can see of her from that angle, but we're going to go top down and have a good look at her. I'll tell you what I've been doing, how I've done it. I made her a stand as well. A little bit about that. Really pleased with the stand, but because she's, say, a little bit heavy, I'm not sure she's going to hold in it. I'm going to do some photographs for her at the end, so hopefully have a look and you might see how I've had to try and balance her on the stand. I could do with working out how you do these backgrounds. That's something I've never done with the camera. You know, you get backgrounds and things, so I can make her look like she's under the sea. I might have to have a play with that. So fingers crossed, when I've done the video, I will have popped those photos on the end. Otherwise, it'll just be pictures of her. So hope you're going to join me. Hope you're going to look at everybody else's. Please like, share, comment for me and for all the other people involved as well. Also, if you see somebody else's comment on, say if you go onto somebody else's now and you see that maybe I've put a comment on, also click the like on my comment because it helps them with their channels as well. That was something I didn't know, but I think it was Marna that mentioned that. So if you see somebody else's comment and you like their comment, click a like on that as well, because it helps with, is it the algorithms on YouTube? It's not really my area of expertise, but if it helps, it helps. So what does it take to do a little tick or even another comment? It can be quite fun like that. So we're going to go top down now and have a look at the work that I did on this little girl. See you in a second. Well, here is my mermaid, and the name I've decided on, which might sound a bit weird, is Guinevere. Now, I know sort of people think Guinevere, you know, King Arthur, things like that, but I had a quick look in names that were sort of related to ocean, etc. And apparently Guinevere in Welsh is white wave. I hope I've got that right. I'm sure it was white wave. I'm Welsh descent as well, so I thought that was quite nice. And I thought because of her colourings, the white wave bit sort of works. There's a lot of very pale colours, a lot of white with her eyelashes and things. So that is what we've gone for. This is Guinevere. Hope you like her. We're going to have a look what we did. Now, if you've seen some of my other videos, you saw sort of that I'd done the braiding with the hair. So let me turn it over this way. Now, this was a bit of a nightmare because it took a long time to plait, basically. And then the little elastics I put on. So I'd braided it all, put the little elastics on, dunked her hair in boiling water to hold it, and all my little elastics broke because they disintegrated. Beware of that one. But I managed to get some back on, so we were okay. We got most of the waves. Now, I am really pleased with them. I can't say they're going to stand up to having a brush, put it that way. And I'm not sure about these straight bits at the end, but that was the best I could do for that. So let's turn her over. I think it has worked. We'll start with the top of her head, I think. Now, I made this little sort of tiara crown for her, whatever you want to call it. I bought sort of a little bit of a job lot of bits and bobs off eBay. So that's where they came from. And this is just a hairband that I'd cut up and reshape for the doll. And I'm pleased with that. I like that. I'd wear that myself. Not that size, of course. But yeah, I like how that worked out. So I had a bit of a fight with the glue gun. Not great with the glue gun, but it worked. I got there. So we're going to move down onto her face. I didn't do a lot with it. So I wasn't no sanding, no this, no that. I just cleaned it up. She did have like yellow eye, well, not yellow. It was like a very pale brown eyeshadow. I'm like, well, that really doesn't go. Her lips were very bright. Didn't want that. I liked her eyebrows because eyebrows are so hard to do. When the doll's got good eyebrows, don't be messing unless you want to add. And all I did add was some little white dots on that one. And then this little sort of, well, what can we call it? A little bit of decoration on the side. She's got some little starfish earrings to match. Now, they're only blue tacked on because, well, it's actually a white tack. Or white attack, as my granddaughter calls it. She just loves playing with it because it was a bit of a pain to sort of take her head apart and things like that. So it's easier just to blue tack them on. So I think they've worked out quite nicely. Now, moving down the face, as I say, I didn't do a lot. I gave a little bit more blush, got rid of the eyeshadow, let's have a look. Can you see the mouth? I sort of made the mouth paler. It's got some little bit of glitter on there as well. And then on to the eyes. Now I have white eyelashes, so again, white wave, it's worked perfectly for her. Didn't make all the eyes, I have changed some of them. So I changed these to the blue ones, which I'm really pleased about because again, we've got that sort of colour match going off. Now we're going to go to a normal eye, but you'll be able to see the glittery eyelids first with the big eyelashes there. Let's click 1, we just got the normal grey. Click 2, we have a blue. I've actually scratched this one, so I need to replace that. We go back to this one, which was sort of quite a deep aqua that I did. This is a glittery one I did. I didn't realise they were sideways eyes. I could have sworn I'd done 2 front ones, never mind. And then back to the ones. That's my favourite because it matches in everything. They said his hair's going to drive me mad. It's going to get everywhere. So with the eyelashes, as I said, the eyelids are nail varnish. And they've actually worked this time. They're not too heavy. And the eyelashes, I pushed a set in to sort of see the gap where you put the eyelashes, but they looked a little bit sort of thin. So I basically just glued a second layer on top, which I think it works because now she's got some really nice big eyelashes, which I think was needed. So going to the back of the head, yay! I didn't know a starfish was so hard to draw. How could it be hard? But yeah, we sort of got a starfish when we've done, and I've just added a little bit of bling there. My initials and the year. And this, let's say we're getting tangled again, is my pull cord. So I've got a little mermaid tail on the end there. So I was quite pleased with that one. So we'll turn it back over, try and move all this hair that's just going to get tangled. I'm going to end up tying her hair back, I can imagine. I think I should have just left them in braids. That might have been easier. In fact, to be honest, I might even end up rebraiding her up for when she's on display in the house. So, oh, I didn't mention her little white freckles as well. I popped some little white freckles on there, which I thought was quite cute. Now, going to our outfit, of course, I crochet. So you are going to get a crochet outfit because that is what I do. She's got a little clam there holding it again. She's found a pearl in there. So a little bikini top with a little sort of little starfish like these has just been glued on for that one. I don't normally glue on, but when they're flat backs, you don't really have much of a choice. Moving on down, we have her tail, a mermaid tail. So I put some little fins on the side and we've got these little fins here. I had to do those double thickness though, because when I did them just single, they were really sort of, I don't know, they just didn't sit. They were really flimsy. So they're like a double thickness in there. A little bit awkward to work out her feet. I was tempted to take her feet off, to be honest, but then I thought, I'll take them off, mine, I'll get them back on again. So her feet do make it a slightly odd sort of shape when she's in there. So that is basically Guinevere. Now, the other thing I wanted to do was make a stand for her, which I did, and I'm so pleased with it, but I'm worried she's going to fall over in it because she's heavy. The stand's a little flimsy. Did make a mistake there, so I might be juggling about when I do the photographs. I also said I'd make her a little friend. Ran out of time to make, but this is one of my makes. This is a little turtle. This is actually a little Tom Turtle. Now, Tom Turtle featured in the first crochet book I did on miniature amigurumi. Now, you can make him larger. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have got a video of him larger. I'm sure I have. It'll be in my tutorials somewhere. But yes, so I decided his hair colour. He hasn't got any hair, has he? Her hair colour and him sort of go quite well. So I decided she could have little Tom Turtle as her little pet. I have got an octopus somewhere. Cannot find it. You wouldn't believe it. My name's Octopudding and I cannot find my tiny octopus, but she quite likes Tom Turtle, who is actually named after my son as well. So there's Tom Turtle. Here's our stand. Now, this is just one of those, you know, you can get like a bulk pack of stands. They're really cheap. You know, you get 10 stands for £6 or something silly, but they are really cheap anyway. But I do use them for a lot of my dolls because I like the fact they're clear. That's one of the other things. So I have got quite a few of these. So I thought, well, I want to dress one up. I want to make it a bit fancier. So I'm really pleased with what I did. Over the moon, you can see where the plastic is there. But, as I say, the weight, we might have a bit of a fight. This is basically built up with some sand. It's like a sand that you use for miniatures, sort of I can't think of the word. For sand, I suppose that's the word I want. So yeah, so I built it up really lumpy with PVA glue, didn't worry about where it was sitting, just made it all lumpy. Made sure then that this was nice and solid in by really popping it all over there. And then I did try glitter glue because I had some glitter glue which has got some sparkle in it, some blue. it took so long to dry. It was a nightmare, but I had to go with it then. So then I decided it needed paint. So it was just bits of paint, so bits of green, bits of blue, then some sprinkles of some glitter on there. I'm hoping that's not going to go blurry. And again, the little job lot of bits and bobs I got. I thought these looked like little bubbles. These were what should have been in her cord, but the hole is actually too small. So I was a bit disappointed with that. But I think they work quite nicely on there. And again, everything sort of matches with colour. So that's my mermaid, that's my Guinevere. I'm now going to take some photos of Guinevere and have a play, see if I can work out some sort of editing. I know my daughter's done some pictures like that, so I might have to ask her what editing system she used. Otherwise, you'll just see general pictures of her with backgrounds that are nothing to do with the sea. But here we go. I'm so pleased with Guinevere. Just everything about her seemed to match. It just worked as I went, apart from the odd issue. I was sort of cursing a few times. I could not get her head apart. I was having a fight with that, and I was scared I was going to break it. Then I couldn't remember how to put the eyes back in. Now, that's the second time I've made that bodge, so I had to take another doll apart to work out how the eye mechanism worked. I really could do with... I've watched other people's tutorials as well, and I still cannot get it. Perhaps after, I don't know, a few more dolls I might get it, but we did it eventually, so I'm pleased with that. So that's it from my girl. Please check on my link. Oh, let's pop little Tom Turtle on there. Check on the links below, because I said there's 25, including myself, that are involved in this. They're all going to be fabulous. It's great to see different people's perspectives, sort of different colorings there's going to be, different themes, although still mermaid, of course. Different items. There will be stitched items, there will be knitted items, crocheted items, different hairs, because everybody's got a different skill set. I'm sort of like in the middle, a bit of, well, I'll have a go at anything, but some of them out there, particularly like with the sewing and things like that, which is not my favorite area, I've done wonderful jobs. So I'm going to get myself a cup of coffee now. I'm going to get a few biscuits, and I'm going to sit down and have some me time enjoying the videos. If you do like my videos, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And also when you pop on the others, again, you might find somebody you've not seen before and you might thoroughly enjoy them and think, I'm going to subscribe to them. So it's really great. It sort of brings everybody together within the community. Please comment loads of comments, because other people will be commenting backwards and forwards as well. So it sort of becomes quite the commentary on that as well. So I'm off. I'm going to take some photos. Fingers crossed I get some decent ones. And I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye for now.